Over the last few weeks in Members Club, I've been talking about time hacks, working less and making more money. I want to share a bit of that theme with you here because who doesn't want to get a little more free time and have a bigger bank balance? So today I want to talk about outsourcing. Outsource might be one of the all-time golden goose business buzzwords. All the successful business gals about town are bandying the word around like a sparkling trophy of success. Now, I outsource lots of tasks. I have a virtual assistant handle my diary management, invoicing, social media posting, and a whole lot more. But is outsourcing right for you and your business? And how do you know when you can actually afford to pay for outsourcing? I thought I was lagging behind with my online business. I would see all of the successful online entrepreneurs singing the praises of outsourcing just about everything in their business. I'd often wonder what they did all day because they seem to have outsourced pretty much everything. While they were sipping cocktails at pricey business retreats, enjoying what seemed like unlimited yoga classes and mani-pedi treatments, I was cyber watching with some serious envy. I was deep in website maintenance, community management, social media scheduling, sales page building, Facebook advertising, and the list went on. They were having fun and I was hustling hard. Now, slap me sideways and call me Steve, because I had no clue that many successful people, or people who appeared successful, didn't actually make a profit. My entire career has been reliant on me not just creating sales for the companies that I ran, but also increasing profits. To me, you start a business and the first thing you do is create profit. It had never occurred to me that people were generating massive amounts in sales, but they weren't actually making any money themselves. Now, when I found out, I was shocked, seriously shocked. It made no sense at all. What was going on? I could not figure out why they didn't just do some of the stuff themselves and make some money. Who is dishing out this advice to outsource everything to be successful? Who is keeping a roof over their heads and snacks in their fridge? Who is paying for their wine? How are they affording to live? I could not figure it out. I had so many questions. So should you not outsource anything in your business and do everything yourself? No. I'm not saying you shouldn't outsource. You absolutely should. Outsource the stuff that you're not great at doing or the stuff that costs you less per hour than you could be making if you were doing other things. If you're already making money, then why not buy yourself some time and a little bit of freedom? For me, there is 0 point in trying to shop and cook and clean for one person. I throw out so much food. Cooking doesn't come easily to me, and eating the same meal 4 nights in a row isn't my idea of a good time. If I'm prepping a client's cash flow, transferring data from a profit and loss report to a spreadsheet, that's probably not a good use of my time either. I can pay somebody much less than I bill out to do that for me. Outsourcing to free up time is a great idea. Who doesn't want more time in their week? Especially busy ladies with kids and growing businesses. I know a few of you that would do unspeakable things for just an hour of uninterrupted free time each week. But here is the deal. If you want to grow a profitable business and you actually need to pay yourself, then I want to give you some tips to help you outsource. Before you go paying someone to free up some time for you, you've got to know your numbers. Yep, those dirty words again. Your numbers. Outsourcing shouldn't be something that you do just because the experts say you should. It should be something that you plan for and you budget for. It should be a growth strategy you introduce to your business to allow you to free up more time to focus on your zone of genius. It's such a powerful strategic move. But if you do it just because you think you should, and so you have more photos of you doing really cool stuff for the gram, or because you simply can't be bothered doing it yourself, then outsourcing could kill your profits dead. The cost will blow up your expenses and it will absolutely murder your margins. So before you outsource, here are 5 questions I would ask, just for starters, before paying for help. If you're already outsourcing, then these questions will help you self-audit. Number 1, is your pricing strategy profitable? Can you actually make money from your current business model? Now, it seems so obvious. You have a business, you sell products or services, and you make money. You checked out your competitors, you tried to match or beat their pricing. Maybe you thought about what your customers could afford to pay, and now you charge what you charge, and you're pretty sure you make money. But do you really? Maybe, maybe not. you need to know your pricing strategy is profitable before you outsource. If you're in the Profit Lovers Members Club, I suggest you head straight to the pricing kit ASAP. Number 2 is, are you over-servicing? If you're selling services like design or coaching or consulting, then this one is for you. Every minute of over-servicing of a client by not sticking to your own boundaries, allowing them to overstep your boundaries, or providing a premium level of service for a budget price, where you're cutting your own profit margins. Maybe you don't need to outsource. Maybe you just need to reclaim your time from the customers or clients you're over-servicing. Maybe you can afford to outsource by reclaiming your time and bringing in more customers or clients so you can hand off the work you don't want to be doing. Number 3 is, how is your productivity? Something that really bugs my profit-loving soul is seeing tasks outsourced to free up time when the outsourcer does nothing productive all day anyway. If you're the type of business owner who is always in a flap and thinks outsourcing is the only way to get everything done, you're looking at the wrong solution. You need to source your own productivity first so you can then outsource and effectively use the time you freed up. Otherwise, you're paying for time that you're never going to utilize effectively anyway. Number 4 is, can you automate instead of paying somebody? Why pay a human to do a task that automation could have taken care of for you? Before you outsource, look at what can be automated. You might need to invest a little money in the setup. You might need to subscribe to a service, but if the investment is going to allow you to create time and space to make more money, then it's a great place to allocate money. And number 5 is, are you going to be the bottleneck? In theory, outsourcing should create time for you. In reality, outsourcing can add a heap of tasks to your list that need to be done before your outsourcee, that can't be a real word, can do their part. Therefore, you could in effect end up feeling more overwhelmed and pressured than you do right now. If you buy blocks of time, for example, you need to be organized and focused enough to fill that time that you've purchased with clear direction and tasks. If you're overwhelmed, this can be really tough. Outsourcing is often not as simple as, I don't want to do my bookkeeping anymore, so let me hand it off, or I'm sick of creating marketing content, so I'm going to give that to somebody else. That someone else is likely going to need guidance and information from you to get started. In my case, I've got a virtual assistant that will take my video and turn it into multiple pieces of content for social media, my blog, YouTube, Pinterest, my email list, paid ads, etc. And it is vital for the growth of my business. I wasn't able to do it all myself, so I handed that off. That doesn't mean I don't have a big part to play still. I need to identify the best content ideas, create a content plan, write the scripts, sit in front of the camera to record the video, upload the video, email the script links, and all of that good stuff. If I don't do those things, my VA can't do her stuff. I bottleneck her. So if you're going to outsource effectively, you need to have a plan already. Otherwise, you'll just frustrate everybody, create more work for yourself, and waste money. So what should you outsource? First up, outsourcing the stuff that allows you to focus on making money is a great idea. Finding someone to take over the tasks in your business so you can focus on more money generating is a stellar idea. Spending 2 hours a week scheduling social media posts when you could be working with a client who pays you $150 an hour is simple maths. Pay a virtual assistant $30 per hour and go make your $300 from a client or customer. This only works if you don't sit on your hiney and stare at the ceiling, or worse, at social media. You may as well schedule the posts yourself and save yourself some bucks if you're not going to be focused with your time. As I mentioned before, productivity really is a key for getting the best bang for your outsourcing buck. You can outsource the tasks you can't figure out how to do. Now, I'm stubborn and a bit of a control freak. I probably should not be offering up advice on outsourcing stuff you don't know how to do, because I will sweat and swear and cry until I figure things out. The upside is I do know how to do literally everything in my business, but I'm not sure I should be so proud of that. If you're stuck at a point where you have maxed out your brain capacity, or you just don't have the technical knowledge to complete a task in your business, then outsource it. It's a smart investment, and you can then get back to the business of making money. My one disclaimer here is, if there is something in your business you know will cost a lot to outsource, then please give it a go first. Be persistent. Take the time to watch YouTube tutorials and just try. I get frustrated when I see people give in really quickly. The one thing I really hate hearing the most is, I can't be bothered. Be bothered. Your future could be completely changed by being bothered. Now, mine certainly did. My online course income would have been a big fat zero if I had have given in every time something challenged me. Now it makes up 70% of my revenue and I work from home, usually without pants. Now, if you're already profitable, you can buy yourself some free time. That's pretty cool, huh? There is no need or benefit in martyring yourself in business, doing everything, being everything to everyone and burning yourself out. If you're already making money and you're comfortable, then buy yourself some time. I literally just had this conversation with one of the Profit Lovers course creators. She's making about $23,000 on average a month in profit. Now, she has kids, she has a husband, and she feels a lot of mummy guilt. So we were looking for ways to buy her time. Now that means a cleaner, someone to take over her content sharing strategy, and someone to create graphics for her. These are things she values, but she doesn't need to be doing them herself, and she can pay somebody to do them for her. Now, because she is already running a very profitable business, she can buy herself some time, and she can use that time to stare at the ceiling, peel paint from the walls, or watch endless Netflix docos. It doesn't matter. She doesn't need to be productive with it. She's already profitable. So have a think about your business, how profitable you are right now, what you could do to be more productive, and how you can plan to outsource those tasks in your business that maybe you don't want to do yourself. Maybe you're just not finding the time to get to, or you know you could pay somebody to do them a whole lot faster than you could, and you can go and focus on doing the thing your business does and making more money.